Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We've got the Spellweaver and the Doomstalker ready to go. We're going to be taking on the Spellweaver's mission. We've got a little bit of money and I was just having a look at the Enchantress. One of the things that we want to do is we're going to be upgrading Engulfed in Flames. Probably like stick a curse or something on the top part. Maybe a disarm, but that's too expensive. But we're also going to be upgrading the range, and we can afford to do that right now. So having range 4 rather than range 3, significantly more useful. Makes sense to just get it folded in before we do this mission. So the Keeper of the Oak has indicated that a magical shrine may hold the answer for finding aid in defeating the head of the demon summoning cult. It looks like we're going up against some pretty nasty things. Some will be able to kill relatively quickly, like giant vipers. We can doom them and they'll die in 2 turns. Other things, not so much. So hopefully, combination of ranged characters will do well for us here. An encounter along the way. As you continue along the path, an old woman steps out and blocks your path. She's dressed in ragged clothing and has a rusty necklace around her neck. "Greeting, traveller," she says. "I sense you're in need of aid, and perhaps I can grant you a boon. Tell me what it is you need most." Always gold. It's always gold. "How predictable you are," she cackles. She waves her hands and a small pile of gold appears on the ground beside you. You scoop it up and turn to face the woman, only to find that she has disappeared. You continue down the path, coins jingling in your pocket. 16 gold. I am very happy with that, and it looks like we got it twice actually. So yeah, definitely not complaining. The pyre sits deep in the southern desert, and you head out towards the location the Keeper gave you. You can't help but feel this is a foolhardy journey. A strange shrine which grants gifts to those who it deems worthy. Sounds like the writings of a bad author. After a trek that lasts a number of hours, you reach the location, but you're faced with a bare rock face. Your time has been wasted. Hearing the Keeper's words in your head, you call out, "I require a boon," expecting nothing. You are rewarded with silence. Sighing, you begin to turn to face just the trek back to civilization, when the sound of grating rock causes you to stop. A booming voice declares, "Then be judged!" The floor opens up, and you all fall into blackness. Alright. Neither of these are particularly like. Streamline is probably unlikely. 5 or more total cards when we start with so few. We'll go for Masochist, but try not to get it, because I wouldn't want to be that close to death on something where the Spellweaver needs to stay alive. As for the Doomstalker, loot 5 or more gold piles. We'll try for that. Always need gold. You're awake on the floor of a dusty chamber. Golems, snakes, and drakes look on. This is not good. The voice speaks again. "I know why you come. You seek power to defeat the demon summoner. This I can grant you. But first you must prove you have power within. Defeat the enemies without the elements to guide you." Something has locked off access to all elements in this tomb. This will be a very dangerous fight. All elements are set to inert at the start of every round. That is gonna suck. Okay. Not to worry. We can definitely manage this. So, kill all enemies in all rooms. We've got 2 in here. We've got 3 rooms in total. These 2 are likely to be a bit problematic with their shield. So it might be good to start off penetrating their shield with something big. I'm wondering whether getting a Mystic Ally out would be a smart choice right from the start. See, Fire Orbs is great, but it targets 3, and as a burnable, I don't know if I really want that initially. We'll keep fire orbs for now, I think. So we go engulfed in flames on the top, and we could summon a Mystic Ally. If nothing else, it's an additional distraction. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll stand slightly in... No, we'll stand here. That's fine. Doomstalker. Okay, we need these guys to be dying quickly. Relentless Offensive. That's a great option to start off with. And Race to the Grave to assist it. I like that. And then we can look at doing Swift Trickery next turn on the one that's doomed, and other fun Doom-related stuff. Okay, they are not going to move, but they're going to hit hard. So let's keep at range. And we will doom you. I think we'll focus on the one that's been doomed. That's cool. Now these guys, even though they're move 0, they may still be able to move 1 because of their natural move. No, that's just an indication of how much they move on average. Okay, we want Swift Trickery. And... ooh, actually... let's say we're going to do Frightening Curse to move your curse across onto the other guy. What could we then do on the bottom? That would be useful. We're not going to doom someone else. Potentially just moving closer to the door. Yeah, let's use Fresh Kill to move a bit closer to the door. Over here, I think we're going to go quickly. We're going to go Flashing Burst to try and get this guy. Ooh, we want to go actually just after you. So maybe we're using Cold Fire. Cold Fire and Fire Orbs. Golems are moving quickly. Unexpected. I guess we're not moving. Okay, well, let's stick Frightening Curse on now. That's going to allow us to transfer that across at the start of the next turn, and this is, unfortunately, wasted. Mystic Ally helping out. I don't think it's really going to be worth hitting that one, so we'll try here. No, it didn't cut through. Let's get up this side. Okay, knowing that you've got a bit of ground to make up, we can definitely do something with that. Flashing Burst to hit you, and potentially ride the wind to open the door and see what's in the next room. That's going to be moving across. Swift Trickery will kind of guarantee this guy goes down. But I almost want us to move slowly so that that curse has got a chance to move across. Let's say Fly to Flame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get us across near the door. And actually, if we go super slow with a moment's peace, we can grab that before moving. Yeah, cool. Golem's moving slightly faster than us. So Flashing Burst will do what we can here. Unfortunately, not enough. Let's open the door and see what's in there. Okay. We have some nasty, nasty things. We've got Spitting Drakes and the Rending Drake. The Rending Drake is going to come in and is going to do some horrible, horrible stuff. So let's back up and go invisible. Okay, Frightening Curse, move across to here. That couldn't have worked better. Not much of a surprise. Let's grab that, and we'll come across and grab this as well. Okay, now is definitely a good time for us to get Fire Orbs out. So I think we'll do a short rest early. Alternatively, we could just tank this turn. So do Reviving Ether and Elemental Aid. So we're going to get a little bit of healing on the Doomstalker. And then move into the middle of all of them, ready for next turn. So over here, we could focus on you. I don't think Inescapable Fate is going to be super useful right now, but Rain of Arrows could be. So Swift Trickery and Rain of Arrows will allow us to really focus this guy down. Yep, good job we're going slower than the Rending Drake. Look at that, that is nasty. So let's doom him up. Down and 1. Okay, over here I said we were going to do a little bit of healing. And then let's get close enough that we can do something with all of them. Yeah, that's close enough but not too close. Bollocks, I misjudged that. They, oh, Cobalt, you're not helping. Come on, off the desk. Right, yeah, they are going faster, slower than us. So, we're going to have to just tank that damage for now. And we're going to burn 2 discarded cards. Yeah, that is a real mistake. Let's go Ride the Wind and Cold Fire. Okay, short rest. Nope. Fine, we'll lose Elemental Aid. This is not good. So we need fire orbs, and we need to then immediately leave the area. And we need to come on in and help out. So solid bow is a good attack. Yeah, we need to be in the room. So solid bow is actually going to get us into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're not going to be able to do much. We could put on Inescapable Fate. Okay, we don't need to worry about the Rending Drake, we just need to worry about the Spitting Drakes. So, Power Potion, don't need Piercing Bow on these. Eagle Eye Goggles. Smack, smack, smack. That was not useful. All of these guys are going to do, they are going to move close, but they're not attacking particularly far at range. Let's get all the way back over here. We might still be in range of the poison. Yeah, just. Okay, engulfed in flames, reviving ether. Over this side, darkened skies, and you know what? Short rest instead. Don't lose a moment's peace. Oh, we can lose rain of arrows. I think we're going to go for the relentless offensive again and race to the grave, because that works well. Okay, they are all a concern. So, Doomstalker, hit these two. Okay, that one will die. That one will die if we race to the grave it. Engulfed in flames. There's no need for us to do either of these, but actually the best thing that we could do... Yeah, if we hit you... Well, you're going to die anyway. It's not giving us any benefit. I really wish we were one space closer, so we could hit the other one at the back. And I need to get far enough away that we're not going to get hit by the poison when it comes in. Right, transfer the curse across. It's a little painful, but we're still okay. Okay, I think we're going to do a long rest on the Spellweaver. We need Swift Trickery to hit you, and then a Moment's Peace to get rid of this poison on us. And what are you going to do? Move 3, attack 4, range 4. Don't like it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to be able to get out of range of it. So let's just move on in and use our armor on this one. Oh, he died because of the curse. I completely forgot about that. Well, that's actually worked really well for us. Let's lose Engulfed in Flames. And we will get our cards back this turn. So Flashing Burst, Reviving Ether. And over here, we'll just move around a little bit and pick up some stuff. I mean, we could create a trap behind us. So Flight of Flame and Detonation. So first of all, get all the cards back. Then come on in. Create a trap behind. Get the gold. Okay, we need to do some serious healing. We're not going to be able to grab that without Ride the Wind. So let's say Aid from the Ether will give some healing to ourselves, and Cold Fire to move on up. Over here, we're just going to move closer to the door, I think. So, Darkened Skies and Solid Bow. Okay, Ride the Wind will let us loot that. Fire Orbs will let us move up. We're going to do a long rest over here. Gives us a teeny bit of healing, and I think we'll lose Detonation. Engulfed in Flames, Elemental Aid. That's going to allow us to do some healing forwards. And then I feel like we need to open that door quickly. So whatever's in there, I'm going to want to get a Relentless Offensive on it. So maybe we do Flight of Flame and Relentless Offensive. Open it up. Okay, we've got some pretty nasty things. Viper's going to come a little closer. That's not too much of a problem. Relentless Offensive is a huge range. Oh, that is the wrong button. I did not mean to do that. Let's restart that. Accidentally pressed T. So we'll do this again. So I was doing Flight of Flame and Relentless Offensive. Okay. So, this guy, he's going to move 1, so as long as we're not right next to him, that's going to be fine. Spitting Drake is going to do nasty range 5 stuff. But we can be kind of close to him without it doing too much trouble. So what I'm thinking is if we go here... and hit these 2... and we may end up needing to burn a lot of cards. Let's use our armor on that one. Short rest from the Spellweaver. Sure, we can use cold fire. We're going to want fire orbs. Really, we're going to want to be in the room to do it, though. Flashing burst will get us in there. Right over here, you want race to the grave. And 1, 2, 3, you're in range 3, you're not in range 3. Because we could darken skies in the middle of everyone. So use Swift Trickery and Darken Skies. It is burning a card, but it could do a lot of useful damage quickly. So the Viper's just going to shield and poison. If I'm here, you're technically in range. Like everyone would be in range here, but we're gonna take it on the chin. What are you doing? Attack 5, range 3, and then suffer some damage. So we could do like a self-sacrifice thing. I think it's a smart choice. Can't think of a undo waypoint there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't think of a better place to go. So hit everyone, and we'll do the hook chain. And I think we're going to pull you. And we're going to pull you. And we're going to pull you. Well, we can't pull you. There's no point in pulling you. Painful. 3 damage I'll take. 10 damage I will burn a card. Let's lose. Fresh kill. Okay, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is in range. So fire orbs at advantage with the piercing bow. Hitting you, hitting you, hitting you. This has not gone terribly. We're going to burn a card on this one. Let's lose solid bow. And we will lose a moment's peace on this. Okay, Doomstalker. Short rest. We'll lose Swift Trickery, so we can still do Relentless Offensive and get wounds on these two. And we can do Race for the Grave on this one at the back. Or this one, actually. All good options. Engulfed in Flames and... Elemental Aid is going to allow us to move a bit closer. Okay, Stone Golem's going relatively quickly. It's not going to affect us though. Hit you, hit you. So I'm actually going to put Race to the Grave on this guy. Because he's going to die in 2 turns. At which point the Spellweaver shouldn't be attacking, they should be healing. Although it is a big hit and we're going to be out of range, so we're out of retaliate range. Let's cool. Let's grab as much as we can. So Ride the Wind is a loot 1, so if we move to here we'll be able to grab all 3 of these. Short rest. You don't have any looting fun stuff, but we can do a move up here, grab this one, and drop down another trap. Still in it, still in it. Actually, we can do a loot 1 here on these 3. And then step across and grab this one. I feel like we did this by the skin of our teeth. But at the same time, I'm very happy with the result. As the last enemy falls, the voice booms out once more. You have been judged worthy. When you are at your hour of need, I will grant your boon. Yeah, pretty happy with that. 33 gold from that mission. Plus whatever we had at the encounter beforehand, and then the 6 XP and the perk. So what did she get then? We do not know, but it will reveal itself when needed. Well, that's not vague at all, is it? Couldn't it just have given a blink flaming sword or something? Yeah, 74 gold we're up to, considering we were, like, out of money. That is not bad for one run-through. Okay. I think I'll go for an additional freeze at this point. Because it's another +2 that we could draw, and I do like the big pluses. So that's... yeah, that's really, really awesome. We don't have anything else to do for the Spellweaver just yet, so I think we're going to be back to running regular jobs with these 2 until we cycle them out for other members of the team. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.